Right now at 6, no impeachment. Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker is deciding not to try and put an elections official on trial.
And Quick Trip is growing so fast, the company's buying another building just to house all of its staff.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. An October chill has arrived in the region, and it'll be a cold one if you're headed out for some Friday night football tonight.
That is definitely true. Let's get the latest on the weather front from Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart as you may be heading out to some football games. Yes. Greg? Can we get Greg on there?
Nah, you don't want me. Okay, there we go. Anyway. There we go. What camera that was? Okay. Yeah, it's definitely chilly out there. Barely in the 50s right now. We'll probably get back in the 40s, but then you had the wind right now for some areas. You got a little bit of wind chill there going probably in the 30s. So definitely the good news is the showers have really started to dwindle as we look at radar right now, but the wind still has continued there as we go through. There we go. We got it going on right there. You see basically the front has pushed to the south. So overall we're just seeing a few showers, but most of it is pushed south of the area over time. That's the positive news. If we can zoom in, you can kind of see not much in the way of going on, but still a hit and miss shower this evening, probably for a couple more hours, and then we should start seeing clearing skies that we're going out. Otherwise, the current temperatures, like I said, upper 40s to the north, lower 50s to the south, 46 there. You can see definitely 15 to 20 degree drop from yesterday, and that is the observed high. Well, it didn't move much than the current temperatures, 56 at Black River Falls. So once again, departure from normal, 10 to 15 degrees, definitely what we should be seeing this time of year. Overall for Eau Claire, we'll see getting down to 44 by 11 p.m. The winds will start to drop off, but they are still quite breezy up there, as the same story for La Crosse, with not so much the wind, but notice those temperatures dipping into the upper 40s later on too, with the clouds actually beginning to decrease. So overall, coming up next, we'll break down what we expect for this weekend, which is still a sweater weather weekend in my opinion still, and how long these temperatures will continue next week. Don't forget, frost time too is coming up too, so a lot of areas may see the first frost early next week. All that coming up a bit late.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Tonight, Wisconsin's Assembly Speaker will not try to impeach the state's top elections official. Other Republicans have urged Robin Vos to impeach Megan Wolf, the administrator for the Wisconsin Elections Commission. Vos said this week lawmakers should instead wait to see how the court rules on whether the state Senate had the authority to fire Wolf last month. As we've previously reported, the 3 Democrats on that 6-person elections commission abstained from a vote to renew Wolf for another term, because the Republican-controlled Senate would almost be guaranteed to reject her had they appointed her through. Now, Republican senators said that abstention still qualified as a nomination vote, which they say gave them clearance to fire Wolf. Wisconsin's Democratic Attorney General Josh Kaul has argued the Wisconsin Supreme Court has previously established precedent to allow state officials to stay in their post indefinitely.
Quick Trip is buying a new office space in Onalaska. The company spent $10 million to buy the former United Healthcare building on Midwest Drive. That's according to La Crosse County property records. The 3-story corporate office building was built in 1995. The La Crosse Tribune reports Quick Trip will remodel the space to house its training department, some of its accounting department, and some other office employees. But the majority of the office staff will stay at the North Side facility.
A man brought a gun into the state capitol looking for Governor Evers twice in one day. After the unsuccessful attempt, Governor Evers and Speaker Vos both agree that the Capitol does not need metal detectors at entrances. Now, Vos tweeted on X that the Capitol Police did its job to stop the man and that the public should not be kept from entering the Capitol or restrained in some way. Evers, meanwhile, told Wisconsin Watch that restrictions on building access is, quote, the last thing that he wants to do. Evers' office currently has a Capitol Police officer assigned to guard it.
Western Wisconsin is getting over $3 million for public safety efforts. Senator Tammy Baldwin's office says the Department of Justice and Office on Violence Against Women is delivering the funds. The Eau Claire Hmong Mutual Assistance Association will use funds for domestic violence victim services. Dunn and Barron counties will use theirs for family treatment court. Vernon counties is for adult treatment court. And Crawford is for rural and small department violent crime reduction.
The Cooley Region's Democratic state senator says his party's latest package of bills are meant to put more money into mental health care access in schools. State Democrats are releasing a package to expand that access. One bill adds social and emotional learning to the list of topics that the Department of Public Instruction has to offer school district training. Another also makes mental health professional hires eligible for some DPI reimbursement programs. Now, PAF says that the state budget currently includes $30 million over 2 years for mental health resources. If these bills pass, it would add over $100 million for each of the next 2 years.
We have seen academic numbers that have declined, sadly, truancy issues, and investing in our students is an investment that doesn't pay just short-term gains, but also long-term benefits.
The Office of Children's Mental Health reports that more than 1 in 5 Wisconsin high schoolers have reported self-harm. We spoke with Senator Pfaff about a number of issues going through the state government right now. We'll have more on that coverage later this weekend and early next week.
Several daycares in La Crosse County are recommended for the Child Care Capital Grant, a grant that will improve access and availability to child care within the county. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us now with the latest.
Ken and Emily, the grant will provide or will give, or several are recommended, several daycares in La Crosse County are recommended for the grant. They want to use it for several different reasons. Now, that right there is Sproutlet's daycare in Holmen, and they want to use the money to, replace the carpeting, paint more of the house, the fence, and do everything, including having more toys to make a child's experience there better.
Inflation has taken a lot of toll on lots of people's lives, and to get this grant would be one of the best things ever to get stuff situated and do whatever you can with the money.
Now, inflation caused Brennan to raise the price of her daycare. Last spring, Brennan estimates raising her prices by 30%. Ken, Emily?
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The high school football season is nearing its end, but that means we've got some of the most exciting matchups still to come.
Like tonight, when 2 of the top teams in Minnesota are squaring off for what could be a future playoff matchup. Our own Cade Overton live from Caledonia. Cade, what makes tonight's game so special?
Well, a lot of things are going to make this game special tonight, but maybe more than anything, it's the history. Football in Minnesota's southeast region runs through Caledonia and Chatfield. The two teams have combined for 12 state titles since 2005. Now, 10 of those are Caledonia's, but Chatfield has had the best of Caledonia in the recent years. They won both the regular season matchup and the sectional final matchup last year. But Caledonia looks to get back on track, but they will need a win tonight. Now, both teams will probably make the playoffs, but if you want to get that top seed in the playoffs, you got to win this matchup tonight. So it's super important. It's going to be a lot of fun. Emily, Ken?
All right, Cade, thanks very much. And if you want to see those highlights, be sure to tune in tonight's Friday Night Frenzy at 10 o'clock. Rob and Cade will break down all the best matchups tonight. Still ahead, a life on the sidelines while playing a major role.
A decorated athletics trainer at Gunderson is celebrating a major milestone.
Get ready for the Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on October 14th and 15th. Parking and entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Fall Gift and Craft Show.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event. Right now, save on our massive one-of-a-kind selection of craveable candies, nuts, trail mixes, and more. Like new Blaine's brand milk chocolate caramels, gummy swirly fish, or sweet and crunchy trail mix, $3.99 each. New Blaine's maple glazed almonds, just $6.99. And while you're in for snacks, save $150 on this 4-pack of DeWalt batteries, now $179. Plus, this weekend only from 10 to 2, don't miss free in-store Blaine's Farm and Fleet candy and snack samples.
Did you touch the thermostat? Did you turn it up?
Of course not. Did somebody fiddle with the thermostat?
Dude, it's 85 degrees.
85? Do you have any idea what a couple degrees will do to our gas bill?
Why is it so hot here?
Someone turned up the heat.
God. What do you think you're doing?
I like to sleep with my window open.
You are not supposed to touch the thermostat.
God.
If you want the best dental care ever, come to Grand River Dental. They will take care of you. They put you in control of your own treatment. It was like over and done with in a short amount of time. You'll walk out of here feeling great and probably wanting more work done because they do such an awesome job. I mean, look at how pretty these look. It'll change your life.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see me. Come down for a free consultation.
Get ready for the Fall Gift and Craft Show at the Onalaska Omni Center. Shop more than 100 of the best gift and craft vendors on October 14th and 15th. Parking and entry is free, but we are accepting non-perishable food donations. Don't miss the Fall Gift and Craft Show.
In 2019, Gunderson Health System athletic trainer Joe Lemire was inducted into the Wisconsin Athletic Trainers Association Hall of Fame. Quite a feat for a business major who had no plans on taking a career in healthcare. 31 years later, he's becoming something of a legend around here. He says he has no plans on turning back. News 8 Now's Michael Germain has the story. Michael?
Ken and Emily, Joe Lemire is in his 31st year working as an athletic trainer for Gunderson Health System, so it's fair to say he's seen it all. What he didn't see was all the places he'd go in a career he never intended to have.
I actually got a business degree, and one of the athletic trainers at the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater said, "Hey, Joe, you know, you'd be really good at this." And I said, "Jane, there's no way."
But there was a way. Lemire went on to get his master's in athletic training at Illinois State University, where he became a certified athletic trainer that same year.
This has been my one and only job.
And what a job it's been.
Here in lacrosse alone, I've been able to be at the Pro Bull Riders competition at lacrosse. I've been in the 3 indoor football teams we've had here.
And that's not all. With half of his time spent at Gunderson, he's able to work closely with high school athletes.
Basically 28 schools. Our breakdown is 21 high schools. We have 6 middle schools, and then we are also athletic training at Western Technical College and Viterbo University. With being in a clinic, we do have some schools that we go out to maybe twice a week and kind of triage the athletes. We have them sign up and we talk with them and make sure we give them what they need to be able to perform that night.
Luther High School Athletic Director Joel Babinick says he and Joe have developed a strong friendship.
You can certainly tell he loves what he does, and it's always with the best interests of the kids at heart.
So being inducted into the Wisconsin Athletic Trainers Association Hall of Fame was icing on the cake for the business major with no plans on a career in health.
To be one of the people realized by your state and by your peers, to be at the top in the state is a very humbling, and it just shows you all the great people that you've worked with that have helped you along the way and along the journey.
There's never really a time where you just see Joe unhappy. I mean, this guy loves what he does, and it's evident in the way he portrays himself.
Lemire says he plans to continue his career at Gunderson as long as they'll keep him around. Ken and Emily?
I figure they will.
Yeah? All right, thank you, Michael. Coming up next, growing concerns over holiday travel. Will airlines be able to keep up with the influx of travelers?
And yeah, we have frost and freeze potentials coming next week, probably even this late weekend. I'll break down when to expect those temperatures, if we'll see the 60s, and whether we'll see any precipitation next week. All that coming up in weather a bit later in the broadcast.
I won't write your will.
I don't write contracts.
I won't handle your divorce.
I do know a few things about personal injury law.
All I do is help injured people get the compensation they deserve.
At Bygoff and Rohde, that's how we get results.
Keep your home looking clean and beautiful with 11% off Dutch Boy paints at Menards. DuraClean exterior paint provides a weather-resistant coating with crack and fade resistance. Get a gallon starting at $32.89 after rebate. For exceptional adhesion and one-coat coverage, choose Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus exterior paint. It's a paint and primer in one that resists dirt, mildew, and repels rain 90 minutes after application. Get a gallon of flat exterior paint for $44.94 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
In 1925, a new furniture store opened its doors in Fountain, Minnesota. Now 98 years later, we're Drury's. Same location, same family, same philosophy. Sell quality furniture, keep prices affordable, and give our customers the best service possible. 4 generations later, Drury's is bigger and better than ever, so we're celebrating with our 98th anniversary sale, our biggest sale ever. Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, celebrating 98 years of furnishing the area with quality furniture.
100 years. There are very few businesses that have withstood this test of time.
But it was in 1923 that our family opened a 2-stall garage and used car dealership in Pleasantville, Wisconsin, serving the surrounding communities that today has grown into the Osseo Automotive family of dealerships.
A commitment to excellence through a century of automotive innovation is waiting for you.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
Here's to being awed by autumn in Wisconsin. To exploring the home of an architect named Frank. Here's to experiencing new heights and riding a wave of new fall adventures. To seeing fall colors through the eyes of someone close to you. Here's to those who Wisconsin.
With Bygoff and Rohde, you don't just get a lawyer, you get the experience and power of our entire team of lawyers, paralegals, legal assistants, and researchers. Bygoff and Rohde, Wisconsin's personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
With the holiday season fast approaching, there are growing concerns airlines will not be ready for the influx of travelers. According to a new report from U.S. PIRG, a consumer watchdog group, flyer complaints are hitting new year highs this year. Ivan Rodriguez has the details.
Holiday travelers could be in for another rough go at the airport this year. A new report from U.S. PIRG found flying has not gotten much better since a highly problematic 2022.
Flying is still really stressful, filled with way too many delays, cancellations, fees that people don't expect, lost baggage, damaged wheelchairs, all of it.
And the threat of government shutdown could make it worse. The new deadline for Congress to fund the government hits just as travel is expected to pick up. While TSA agents and air traffic controllers are considered essential, they would be working without pay.
Then you would start seeing people call off work because they might go choose to do something like DoorDash or something so they could bring in money.
To avoid major headaches, travel experts have a few suggestions. Book directly through the airlines. Try to take an early morning flight. Download your airline's app. It's the fastest way to stay up to date on your flight status and to make any changes if necessary. If problems do happen, know that you do have rights. Reach out to the airlines first. If they do not offer a meaningful resolution, you can file a complaint with the Department of Transportation. Teresa Murray with the U.S. PIRG says the key is to follow through.
Sometimes you think that they're just trying to wear you down and wait you out. If you haven't heard something in 30 days, then follow up. Because nothing ever is going to change unless people are willing to speak up for their rights.
I'm Ivan Rodriguez reporting.
And there might be some of us already trying to think about holiday travel plans because the temperature sure did drop today. Let's bring in Greg for the latest.
Well, it's not quite yet to holiday plans, but yeah, it's getting there. Definitely, we took a tumble from previous of the Oktoberfest warmth that we had. We're back down in the 50s, so yeah, more like Halloween. This is kind of temperatures we should have during the Halloween time frame right now. But we do still have some showers going on here this evening. There's still a few showers that could occur tomorrow night. That won't be widespread coverage, more isolated. And then we have precipitation next weekend with a system that'll be coming up to the area too. Overall temperatures, 50s are going to be here all the way probably through next weekend. There is a chance we might see 60 on Wednesday, but that's very slim. And then we do have to keep an eye. It is frost freeze. A lot of areas haven't seen it. We should probably see our first of that coming early next week for most locations. But tonight you can see most of the shower begins to push off. Just a few up towards Red Wing to Minneapolis. That'll also dissipate too. But more of the area will just see decreasing clouds overnight. As you wake up tomorrow morning, it should be mainly partly sunny skies. It actually doesn't look too bad, but then in the afternoon we're going to start seeing the clouds develop. We'll see a few showers in the afternoon to evening hours. Once again, hit and miss. Pretty much most areas will stay dry, but you can see some of those scattered across the area. extensive cloud cover will definitely keep those temperatures there. The winds won't be as strong, but still out of the northwest, so definitely will be kind of unseasonably cool conditions as we go really into, and it looks like, there we go, we got through it. Overall, this system is beginning to pass through, but once again, here's that system coming through tomorrow. And then after Saturday, we still got cloud cover continuing to persist too. Eventually, we'll start seeing some sun, I can't even say it's Sunday, but overall, it's still going to be a cloudy condition too. So overall, this weekend, it's going to continue with those temperatures. As we look at, and my clicker is going slow, here's a system that's been out that's going to push to the northeast. Now, earlier in the week, I thought this would kick out further to the east. We'd get those winds to turn around by maybe Monday, Tuesday. That's not the case right now. It actually retrogrades, and that means moves back to the west, keeps those winds continuing through Monday and Tuesday out of the north. So we won't see the temperatures rebound up to the 60s. Eventually this will move, but the problem is this other system lifts right up quickly to the area by Wednesday into Thursday, presenting with the rain chance that comes in toward the second half of next week. That'll keep the temperatures down. That should impact the area Thursday into Friday, maybe lingering into the early parts of next weekend. So overall, our temperatures really not going to budge, and that really kind of shows you 6 to 10 day outlook for the temperatures. Below average, pretty much we should see it up there, but by this time, your average temperature towards the end of next week is around 60 degrees, so it won't be that far off from it, but still fairly unseasonably cool. For tonight, showers will decrease, the winds will die down. We'll see the temperatures fall back into the 30s. Notice some of the areas up there could be mid-30s, areas to the south, low 40s. So should be frost or freeze, but it'll definitely get fairly close in some areas. Tomorrow will start off sunny, but then we'll see the clouds begin to increase. Once again, there is a chance for that shower in the afternoon. Temperatures fairly similar to yesterday, but overall still fairly chilly as we go through. Overall, let's look at the 8-day forecast. Temperatures remain in the 50s for Sunday and all the way through Wednesday. We might have a chance for a 60, and then rain comes back in probably towards the end of next week. So definitely is weather more like the end of October. We're going to see probably the next couple weeks. So it's here. Enjoy it. I will.
Do our best.
Yes.
Thank you, Greg. And coming up next in sports, get ready for Friday Night Frenzy. Robin Cade breaking down tonight's biggest matchups. Caledonia hosting Chatfield in a battle between two of the best in Minnesota. They're up next.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Goodwill starts with you when you shop the original Halloween headquarters. This season, as you get ready to open your door to mummies, princesses, and never-before-seen characters, shop Goodwill for great deals on one-of-a-kind Halloween costumes, decor, and more. Perfect for any ghoulish gathering. It's your purchases that also open doors to job training and opportunities, all while keeping items out of the landfill, making you a superhero to neighbors in our community. Goodwill starts with you.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
One of the biggest mistakes you can make when shopping for a car is committing to a loan payment. Once you do that, you've lost control over the entire transaction. Control over the price of the car, what you're going to get in trade, maybe even your interest rate. So if you want someone to help you along with this transaction, give me a call or one of my great loan officers.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
Craveability. It's baked into everything we do, like Perkins Bacon Fest. It's back with a lineup of mouth-watering meals made to satisfy bacon lovers everywhere. From our maple bacon pancake platter to our smokehouse bacon double cheeseburger and big bacon BLT, we're always finding new ways to make your day sizzle. And don't forget, pumpkin spice is back in season. Order online at perkinstogo.com.
When you're able to connect your finances and your gifts of giving and time and talent, it really helps fulfill my desire to be part of a greater good.
We are back for another jam-packed night of high school football. There's a lot on the line this week. Teams are still fighting for a shot to make the playoffs. One matchup that already feels like a playoff game is second-ranked Caledonia hosting third-ranked Chatfield. These two squads went to war last season. We expect the same tonight For more on this one, I'm going to bring in our own Cade Overton. He's live at Caledonia High. Cade, does it finally feel like football weather?
Well, it's a lot colder. It's definitely the coldest night we've had all season, so if that's what you mean, definitely feels like football weather. Now, I think the football god just wanted it to feel like a playoff game because that is what it feels like tonight. As you said, number 2 Caledonia hosting number 3 Chatfield. Now, only one time since 2005 did one of these teams not make it through the Section 1 playoffs and make it to the state tournament. So, and between these two teams, 12 state titles between the two of them. Now, yes, Caledonia did win 10 of those, but Chatfield has had the Warriors number these past few years. Chatfield winning both the regular season last year and in the section final last year. So if Caledonia wants to get back on top of their Southeast Minnesota football throne, then they've got to get revenge on Chatfield. Now, both these teams will certainly make the playoffs, so that won't be the question, but it's a matter of who's going to get that top seed, and the stakes are as highest as they've ever been. Both teams undefeated tonight, both teams in the top 3, so it's going to be a lot of fun. So, Rob, be sure to tune in tonight during the Friday Night Frenzy, and got any more games coming up tonight?
We sure do, man. Thanks for that. It's going to be great. I'm just cold looking at you. Just looks cold out there. Well, that's just one of...
It's freezing. It's freezing.
Like. Well, have a good one out there, bud. See you later. That's just one of many great matchups we have coming up at 10 for the Friday Night Frenzy. Some tough news, though, for the green and gold. Green Bay's all-pro left tackle will miss the rest of the season. David Bakhtiari has played in just one game for the Packers this year. That was the season opener back in Chicago. Since then, he's missed the last 3. And now the 32-year-old plans on undergoing his 5th knee surgery since tearing his ACL back at the end of 2020. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be right back.
So I come to this country looking for opportunities, and I found out in Pilgrims. The opportunities in here are like infinity. Give Pilgrims an opportunity. It's going to be great, and it's a really, really good place to work.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
My problem was never really my feet. It was always my back. I had had as many epidurals that I could possibly have in 1 year. And that's when Tara at the Good Feet store kept telling me to try her arch supports. The future I can see now. I couldn't see it before. You can't use this.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
My career path, I started as a quality technician and was promoted 3 times in 3 years, and now I'm a quality lead. I encourage others to apply at Pilgrims for the pay, the hours, the benefits, and to be one big loving family.
Well, if you want a corn maze forecast, you want a haunted one too. You're looking at pretty much haunted forecast here, mid-50s, so definitely going to be chilly. Get the sweaters and flannel on.
You heard the man. All right. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6, everybody.
We'll see you at 10.